Hi there, my name's Jackie Wilson. I'm the founder of futurlydemo. A little bit about myself. I'm a fellow teacher, mom to 3, and 2 of which are currently in high school, which was the inspiration for creating this tool. In a nutshell, Futurly is a 5-minute research-backed online career exploration tool that really helps your students understand their strengths, their priorities, and their preferences, and then it shows them all their viable post-school pathways. And we get that done by simply having them complete our 10-question fit finder. So what I'm going to do today is walk you through the sign-in process as if you are a new user. We try to make it super simple. It's all bulk imported and set up for you should you decide to use the Futurly tool. So let me just log us in here real quick. We try to make it really user-friendly, Gen Z friendly, using some TikTok style videos throughout the process, and it should be done for most students within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how quickly they move through questions. So the first thing they see is this TikTok inspired video. It just tells them what to expect, not to rush, there's no wrong answers, and it's really just about them. And then they get started. So I'm just going to take you through a few of the questions. There's 10 in total, and I'll talk a little bit to the science at the end. And they have multiple choices, and we really encourage them to take their time and pick their top 3 so that the system and the tool really understands who they are and can give them some recommendations that they feel are suited to their personality, to their wants and desires for the future after school. So there's just a number of pathways that they will be presented with once they finish their 10-question fit finder. Just scroll through a few of these. So just picking these at random. There we go. Yeah, ask about the environment they want to work in, what they think will fit them. And this is a really important question, I think. It gives them the option to choose because uni is definitely not for everybody. So it lets them tell us a bit more about what they see in their future, as well as, what did we miss? Tell us what else you want to know, what you'd like to be included, what is and isn't important to you. And that helps our system come up with the best possible list for them. And while the Fit Finder is doing its work, they watch a short little video that just encourages them, keeps them occupied so they're not too bored. And it takes probably between 30 and 60 seconds to get their results back. Now, this is a test run, so this isn't exactly what they would see. I'll take you through the system a bit later. But they were given just a few options here. Once they click on it, it tells them what their study options are, where they'd like to study, and then it kind of breaks it down by state, and it breaks it down based on their selections of whether they wanted to go to university or didn't, or perhaps it gives it all to them. So trade, apprenticing, online options, study options, as well as their next steps. So it's a really clear list of what they need to do if that's a career they'd like to know a little bit more about. Now we go back. Now, once they head back, it'll take them back to their pathway recommendations. And once they're logged in, they will have the opportunity to save their favorites to their dashboard. So we'll take them back here. Now, I'm actually going to log out of this one and log in as though I'm a previous user in 1 second, just to give you an idea of what the favorites list looks like and the information they have at their disposal. All right, so here we go. This is a return user. We'll use a different email for this one. And okay, here we go. So that's their welcome back dashboard. It'll tell you when they completed their fit finder. They can find their favorites there. And we've created a really interesting tool that allows them to not only have their favorites list there, but compare them as well. So they go back to their dashboard, scroll down to compare paths. They pick their top 3, say, 2 or 3 careers, and they get to actually look at them side by side in this format. So what their match score is, the education required, the cost of a degree, the salary expectations, the work-life balance, how in demand the job is. So they can see side by side, okay, well, how do they stack up? And back to the dashboard. Okay. And if they decide that, you know what, I'm not loving these results, I've learned something new about myself, I want to redo the Fit Finder, they can redo it as many times as they like, and they'll be presented with a different stack of pathways depending on the choices they made during the Fit Finder. So they'll go through that system again, and then they'll always find the results on their dashboard as well, so they can scroll through that at any stage. There we go. Back to the dashboard. And I just want to point out to the science behind Futurely and why we've chosen the questions we have. And we really base it off 3 different frameworks. We've got the Holland's framework, the Big 5 personality traits framework, and the work values theory. And those are the 3 most popular evidence-based assessment tools that really help a person understand who they are, what their personality is, how they'd like to spend their time. And we narrow it down instead of having a student do a 45-minute psychometric test on their personality into 10 questions. And it can be redone anytime, revisited at any time. It can be shared with parents at any time with the student's permission. And there's also an admin access page that allows you to see who's completed it, how much of it's completed, and you can even compare the data to see, where your kids are leaning. How many kids are leaning towards creative? How many kids are leaning towards tech? How many kids are leaning towards a trade, perhaps, or online learning? We provide that as well from an administration standpoint, both for the career counselors and perhaps for the Connect teachers and the administration of the school as well. Now, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to email me at info@futurely.me. Happy to answer any questions you may have. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks.